Hey YouTube, my name is Jennifer and I am a homeschool mom of a couple of young littles, and I use the Good and Beautiful curriculum. Now, I've noticed online that a lot of people will take their Good and Beautiful curriculum and they will have it rebound. And I don't really have the money to rebind all of my curriculum. That's a bit more money than I want to spend. And so I thought I would show you the fix that I came up with so that I didn't have to rebind or have all of my curriculum rebound. So it's actually not that hard. All you need to fix it is a pair of scissors and a needle and thread. And what you do, or what I did, was I took my curriculum and I moved it to, let's see if you can see this. I moved it to the back and I just flipped it open. And you can see right here where the spiral is actually not connected to itself. And this is where the pages slip through. The more you use it, they slip through this little opening because there's actually nothing holding it on. So what I did was I took my needle and thread and I actually just sewed the pieces. Let's see, so you can see. I sewed these pieces together here and here, all the way down. And you can kind of see right here, this and here, and it's not connected, and that's where the problem is. So if you sew it together on each one of these, here, 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 all the way down, then the page can't actually get out anymore, and you won't have to rebind it because it'll be connected and it won't tear itself up after using it. So here are some examples of after I fix it. Now this is the first one I did. I used some twine that I had just because I had it, and you can kind of see that I just kind of flipped it through here, each one, from one to the other, all the way down. And on this particular one, I closed it and kind of weaved it back through. That didn't really help any extra to do it that way. So when I did it the second time, I didn't do that. All I did, and you can see I used the needle and thread, is I just looped it, did kind of like a little knot, and then looped, knot, all the way down, and then tied it off on the end here. This works quite a bit better. It's not as bulky. Using this thread, the twine kind of looks a bit bulky. It doesn't look really that great, to be honest, but it does do its job. It does do what I wanted it to do. This, however, is a lot more discreet, and when it's closed, you can't even see it. It looks better. It works better, so I do it. This is the way I'm going to do my other ones as well. So I'm going to attempt to show you me fixing this this curriculum book. Okay, so the first thing I did was I cut me a length of thread that's roughly the size of my arms, okay? And I just used this little black thread. If I had any on hand, I would use quilting thread because it's a bit thicker, but I didn't, so I just used regular black thread. And then you string your needle onto it and you fold it in half and then tie it in a knot on the open end. And so just do that real quick. And then the next thing, I'm sorry about this camera angle. I don't have good angle here. So the next thing is to open your book up to the back page where the openings are. And then let's see if I can do this in a way that you can see it. Through, you want to put it through this one, and then up through the square one. And then once you do that, just pull it to the end of your string and knot it off, because if you don't, then all the work that you do won't actually be for any good. So just knot it off, double knot it, because otherwise it'll continue to slip through. All right, hold it right there. All right, now, so you got your needle and your thread and it's tied off. Now what I want you to do is find this part right here Hold it up where you can see. August, hold it where you can see. Hold it here. Find this part right here and then the square part. So we have the long rounded part and then we have the squared off section here. So move your needle down through the longer part and up through the square part. And if you already know how to sew, this is going to be a bit tedious explanation, but I'm going to assume there's somebody out there who doesn't know how to sew. And so this will be a little bit helpful. Once you get it there, just tie a knot in it and then double knot it because it won't hold unless you get some good knot. If it feels like it's good, then good. I think mine needs a third one, so I'm going to go ahead and do a third one. That feels like it's going to hold, so let's do that. Now, the next thing you want to do is just continue that down the line. So down through the long one, up through the squared one. And then when you get it here, just go back and loop it through that before you pull it, okay? Like that. And it doesn't have to be a tight knot here because you're going to knot it off again at the end. So just do that continually through. Down the long one, up through the square one, and then through the circle that you made, okay? Down the long one, up through the square one, through the circle. Keep going down through here, through the circle. If you think of any ways to do this that would be easier, let me know in the comments below, because I'm interested in seeing other ways that people have found to fix this problem, because I haven't actually heard of anybody talking about other ways of doing it other than simply having it rebound. And I know there's other people that don't want to spend the extra money on that, but have the creativity to figure out another way to do it. So if you have any other ideas of ways that you think that this would work, let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you can still see. Sorry, I'm having my 5-year-old help me with the camera. So sorry about that if it's a problem. Okay, down through the long one, up through the square one, loop around to go through. Hey, make sure that they can see my hands. Through here. Through there.
I'm still there.
All right, now we're getting to the end. On this last one, you don't want to connect it to this one because it's just a post. There's nothing to hold it in place. So what you want to do is go through and then go back through the last square one that you did. And go ahead and do the same thing you did. But after you pull it, you want to knot it off. Come this way a little bit so they can see. Hold it right there. You want to knot it off. So do a good... Please hold it where they can see it. Right there. You want to see that. Hold it with both hands. Thank you. You want to do a good knot here. I don't necessarily know the best way to do sewing knots. I just kind of figure it out as I go. And whenever it starts holding is when I know that it's done. So just kind of make sure that you get some good knot there. I like to go in and then through the part that I'm holding as well. So, again, if you see a better way of making a knot, I'm actually interested in knowing that because I am not good at sewing. I just know some stuff. So, homeschool mom, not a sewing mom. So, there we go. And
you are a homeschool mom.
I am a homeschool mom, aren't I? All right, and once that holds good, use your scissors to hold it right here so they can see. Hold it with both hands. Now, once that knot holds and it's not going to come off anymore, use your scissors to snip the thread. And you should have a spiral that will hold now. Now let's pull back, up. All right, so you should have a spiral bound now that is no longer going to come out. See? If you try, the thread is still there and it is holding. So that is my fix.